Welcome to CITB, Questions and Answers, the latest questions and answers for CITB Health and Safety Test for Specialists, Heating and Plumbing Services, 2021 UK. You need to answer at least 40 out of 44 questions correctly, to pass the Heating and Plumbing Services Test for Specialists. Please like, share and subscribe to support this channel. Question 1. When a new piece of plant has been installed but has not been commissioned, how should it be left? Give one answer. A. With all valves and switches clearly labeled. B. With all valves and switches locked off. C. With all valves and switches turned off. D. With all valves and switches turned on and ready to use. The correct answer is B. With all valves and switches locked off. Question 2. Who can solder a fitting on an isolated copper gas pipe? Give one answer. A. A gas-safe registered engineer. B. A pipe fitter. C. A plumber. D. A skilled welder. The correct answer is A. A gas-safe registered engineer. Question 3. When working in a riser, how should access be controlled? Give one answer. A. By a permit to work system. B. By a site security operative. C. By the main contractor. D. By those who are working in it. The correct answer is A. By a permit to work system. Question 4. If you find a colored wire sticking out of an electrical plug, what is the correct action to take? Give one answer. A. Mark the item as defective and follow your company procedure for defective items. B. Pull the wire clear of the plug and report it to your supervisor. C. Push it back into the plug and carry on working. D. Take the plug apart and carry out a repair. The correct answer is A. Mark the item as defective and follow your company procedure for defective items. Question 5. How should extension leads in use on site be positioned? Give one answer. A. They should be coiled on a drum or cable tidy. B. They should be laid out in the shortest, most convenient route. C. They should be located so as to prevent a tripping hazard. D. They should be raised on bricks. The correct answer is C. They should be located so as to prevent a tripping hazard. Question 6. What should you do if you need additional temporary wiring for your power tools whilst working on site? Give one answer. A. Disconnect a longer cable serving somewhere else and reconnect it to where you need it. B. Find some cable and extend the wiring yourself. C. Speak to an electrician and ask them to do the temporary wiring. D. Stop work until an authorized supply has been installed. The correct answer is D. Stop work until an authorized supply has been installed. Question 7. Which item of electrical equipment does not require portable appliance testing? Give one answer. A. 110-volt electrical drill. B. 110-volt portable halogen light. C. Battery-powered rechargeable drill. D. Electric kettle. The correct answer is C. Battery-powered rechargeable drill. Question 8. Why is temporary continuity bonding carried out before removing and replacing sections of metallic pipework? Give one answer. A. To maintain the live supply to the electrical circuit. B. To prevent any chance of blowing a fuse. C. To prevent any chance of corrosion to the pipework. D. To provide a continuous earth for the pipework installation. The correct answer is D. To provide a continuous earth for the pipework installation. Question 9. Which type of power drill is most suitable for fixing a run of pipework outside in wet weather? Give one answer. A. Any mains voltage drill with a power breaker. B. Battery-powered drill. C. Drill with 110-volt power supply. D. Drill with 240-volt power supply. The correct answer is B. Battery-powered drill. Question 10. What would you use to find out whether a wall into which you are about to drill contains an electric supply? Give one answer. A. A cable tracer. B. A hammer and chisel. C. A multimeter. D. A neon screwdriver. The correct answer is A. A cable tracer. Question 11. Where should liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, cylinders be positioned when supplying an appliance in a side cabin? Give one answer. A. Inside the cabin in a locked cupboard. B. Inside the cabin next to the appliance. C. Outside the cabin. D. Under the cabin. The correct answer is C. Outside the cabin. Question 12. How should you position the exhaust of an engine-driven generator that has to be run inside a building? Give one answer. A. In a riser. B. In a stairwell. C. In another room. D. Outside the building. The correct answer is D. Outside the building. Question 13. How should cylinders containing liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, be stored on site? Give one answer. A. Covered by a tarpaulin to shield the compressed cylinder from sunlight. B. In a locked cage at least 3 meters from any oxygen cylinders. C. In a locked cellar with clear warning signs. D. Within a secure storage container at the back of the site. The correct answer is B. In a locked cage at least 3 meters from any oxygen cylinders. Question 14. If you spill some oil on the floor and you do not have any absorbent material to clean the area, what should you do? Give one answer. A. Do nothing, as it will eventually soak into the floor. B. Keep people out of the area and inform your supervisor. C. Spread it about to lessen the depth. D. Warn other people as they tread through it. The correct answer is B. Keep people out of the area and inform your supervisor. Question 15. When must you wear eye protection while drilling through a wall? Give one answer. A. Always, whatever the circumstances. B. Only when drilling overhead. C. Only when drilling through concrete. D. Only when the drill bit exceeds 20 millimeters. The correct answer is A. Always, whatever the circumstances. Question 16. What personal protective equipment, PPE, should you wear when using a hammer drill, to drill a 100 millimeters diameter hole through a brick wall? Give one answer. A. Barrier cream, boots, and respiratory protective equipment. B. Ear defenders, breathing apparatus, and barrier cream. C. Ear defenders, respiratory protective equipment, boots, and eye protection. D. Gloves, breathing apparatus, and boots. The correct answer is C. Ear defenders, respiratory protective equipment, boots, and eye protection. Question 17. What should you do when using pipe freezing equipment to isolate a damaged section of pipe? Give one answer. A. Always work in pairs when using pipe freezing equipment. B. Never allow the freezing gas to come into direct contact with surface water. C. Never use pipe freezing equipment on plastic pipe. D. Wear gloves to avoid direct contact with the skin and read the CSCS assessment. The correct answer is D. Wear gloves to avoid direct contact with the skin and read the CSCS assessment. Question 18. If you find a dangerous gas fitting that is likely to cause a death or specified injury, who must be sent a formal report? Give one answer. A. The Health and Safety Executive, HSE. B. The client. C. The gas board. D. The Health and Safety Manager. The correct answer is A. The Health and Safety Executive, HSE. Question 19. If you are working where welding is being carried out, what should be provided to protect you from welding flash? Give one answer. A. A fire extinguisher. B. A Hi-Vis vest. C. Screens. D. Warning notices. The correct answer is C. Screens. Question 20. When using a blowtorch to join a copper tube and fittings in a domestic property, how should a fire extinguisher be made available? Give one answer. A. It should be available in the immediate work area. B. It should be available only if a property is occupied. C. It should be held over the joint while you are using the blowtorch. D. It should be kept away from the work area in case a spark causes it to explode. The correct answer is A. It should be available in the immediate work area. Question 21. If you are carrying out hot works with a blowtorch, when should you stop using it? Give one answer. A. At least 4 hours before you leave the site. B. At least 1 hour before you leave the site. C. At least 2 hours before you leave the site. D. Just before you leave the site. The correct answer is B. At least 1 hour before you leave the site. Question 22. What should you do when using a blowtorch near to flexible pipe lagging? Give one answer. A. Remove just enough lagging to carry out the work. B. Remove the lagging at least 1 meter either side of the work. C. Remove the lagging at least 3 meters either side of the work. D. Wet the lagging but leave it in place. The correct answer is B. Remove the lagging at least 1 meter either side of the work. Question 23. What should you do when using a blowtorch near to timber? Give one answer. A. Carry out the work, taking care not to set fire to the timber. B. Point the flame away from the timber and have a bucket of sand ready to put out the fire. C. Use a non-combustible mat and have a fire extinguisher in the immediate work area. D. Wet the timber first and have a bucket of water handy. The correct answer is C. Use a non-combustible mat and have a fire extinguisher in the immediate work area. Question 24. The Legionella bacteria that cause Legionnaire's disease are most likely to be found in which of the following? Give one answer. A. A boiler operating at a temperature of 80 degrees Celsius. B. A cold water storage cistern containing water at 10 degrees Celsius. C. A toilet pan. D. An infrequently used shower hose outlet. The correct answer is D. An infrequently used shower hose outlet. Question 25. How are Legionella bacteria passed on to humans? Give one answer. A. By drinking dirty water. B. From other people when they sneeze. C. Through contact with the skin. D. Through fine water droplets, such as sprays or mists. The correct answer is D. Through fine water droplets, such as sprays or mists. Question 26. When planning a lifting operation, how should the sequence of operations to enable a safe lift be confirmed? Give one answer. A. In a method statement. B. In a radio telephone message. C. On a notice in the canteen. D. Using verbal instruction. The correct answer is A. In a method statement. Question 27. Which of these is true in relation to the safe working load, SWL, of lifting equipment? Give one answer. A. It is never marked on the equipment but kept with the test certificates. B. It is provided for guidance only. C. It is the maximum safe working load. D. It may be exceeded by no more than 25%. The correct answer is C. It is the maximum safe working load. Question 28. What must be clearly marked on all lifting equipment? Give one answer. A. The name of the manufacturer. B. The next test date. C. The safe working load. D. The specification of material from which it is made. The correct answer is C. The safe working load. Question 29. When carrying a ladder on a vehicle, what is the correct way of securing the ladder to the roof rack? Give one answer. A. Bungee elastics. B. Copper wire. C. Ladder clamps. D. Rope. The correct answer is C. Ladder clamps. Question 30. What is the safest method of transporting long lengths of copper pipe by van? Give one answer. A. Putting the pipes inside the van with the ends out of the passenger window. B. Someone holding the pipes on the roof rack as you drive along. C. Tying the pipes to the roof with copper wire. D. Using a pipe rack fixed to the roof of the van. The correct answer is D. Using a pipe rack fixed to the roof of the van. Question 31. What is the safest way to move a cast iron boiler some distance? Give one answer. A. Drag it. B. Get a workmate to carry it with you. C. Roll it end over end. D. Use a trolley or other manual handling aid. The correct answer is D. Use a trolley or other manual handling aid. Question 32. During a job you may need to work below a ground level suspended timber floor. What is the most important question you should ask? Give one answer. A. Can the work be performed from outside? B. Could Weil's disease, leptospirosis, be a problem? C. How many days will the work take to complete? D. Will temporary lighting be used? The correct answer is A. Can the work be performed from outside? Question 33. What must you ensure before using a ladder? Give one answer. A. That an apprentice or workmate is standing by in case you slip and fall. B. That it is secured to prevent it from moving sideways or sliding outwards. C. That no one else has booked the ladder for their work. D. That the weather forecast is for a bright, clear day. The correct answer is B. That it is secured to prevent it from moving sideways or sliding outwards. Question 34. When positioning and erecting a step ladder, which of the following is essential for its safe use? Give one answer. A. It has a tool tray towards the top of the steps. B. The restraint mechanism is spread to its full extent. C. You will be able to reach the job by standing on the top step. D. Your supervisor has positioned and erected the steps. The correct answer is B. The restraint mechanism is spread to its full extent. Question 35. What is the recommended maximum height for a freestanding mobile tower? Give one answer. A. 12 meters. B. 2 meters. C. The height recommended by the manufacturer. D. There is no recommended height. The correct answer is C. The height recommended by the manufacturer. Question 36. What is the first thing you should do after getting onto the platform of a correctly erected mobile tower? Give one answer. A. Check for overhead power lines. B. Check that the access hatch has been closed to prevent falls of personnel, tools, or equipment. C. Check that the brakes are locked on. D. Check that the tower does not rock or wobble. The correct answer is B. Check that the access hatch has been closed to prevent falls of personnel, tools, or equipment. Question 37. What should be done before a mobile tower is moved? Give one answer. A. A permit to work must be issued. B. All people and equipment must be removed from the platform. C. Arrangements must be made with the forklift truck driver. D. The principal contractor must give their approval. The correct answer is B. All people and equipment must be removed from the platform. Question 38. What must be done first before any roof work is carried out? Give one answer. A. A risk assessment must be carried out. B. A weather forecast must be obtained. C. Permits to work must be issued only to those allowed to work on the roof. D. The operatives working on the roof must be trained in the use of safety harnesses. The correct answer is A. A risk assessment must be carried out. Question 39. What is edge protection designed to do? Give one answer. A. Make access to the roof easier. B. Prevent rainwater running off the roof onto workers below. C. Prevent the fall of people and materials. D. Secure tools and materials close to the edge. The correct answer is C. Prevent the fall of people and materials. Question 40. When assembling a mobile tower, what major hazard must you be aware of? Give one answer. A. Cable trays. B. False ceilings. C. Overhead service cables. D. Water pipes. The correct answer is C. Overhead service cables. Question 41. What should folding step ladders be used for? Give one answer. A. All site activities where a straight ladder cannot be used. B. General access on site. C. Getting on and off mobile towers. D. Short-term work. The correct answer is D. Short-term work. Question 42. How should you access a roof to install a flexible flue liner into an existing chimney? Give one answer. A. Get your mate to do the job while you hold a rope tied to them. B. Scramble up the roof tiles to get to the chimney. C. Use an access scaffold designed for chimney works. D. Work from a roof ladder securely hooked over the ridge. The correct answer is C. Use an access scaffold designed for chimney works. Question 43. When drilling a hole for a boiler flue outside, which type of working platform should you use? Give one answer. A. A long ladder. B. Borrowed scaffolding that you have erected. C. Packing cases to stand on. D. LA, mobile tower or fixed scaffold. The correct answer is D. LA, mobile tower or fixed scaffold. Question 44. What is the only circumstance where step ladders should be used? Give one answer. A. If no other suitable equipment is available after works have been risk assessed. B. If they are less than 1.75 meter high. C. If they are made of aluminium. D. Inside buildings. The correct answer is A. If no other suitable equipment is available after works have been risk assessed. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Thank you for watching and good luck for your test.